Already? Oh, God.
I
Gotta
just
get
realised
rolled out.
Harry, you'll never guess this. I missed the mute button on my microphone.
Oh, did you?
I just mimed at everyone there. Yeah.
Was I audible?
You
Am I
were
still audible?
You were fine. I was.
Oh, okay.
I just muted myself. Yeah.
Oh, well, there we go. I mean, I heard you. You sounded great. Don't worry.
Thanks, mate. I really appreciate that. Oh, guys, subs already. D1, mate. It's lovely to see you again. Thank you so much for the sub. And
Yeah, I
thank
appreciate
you,
the sub.
Stormageddon, for subbing with Prime. For anyone who doesn't know, if you've got Amazon Prime, you can sub to a Twitch channel for free. So
Woo!
there you go. Wahee. What was I going to say there? Someone's already asked us a question. Does the money from a subscription go to our pocket or the company? Technically, it goes to the company, but really, it goes back into Twitch. So stuff that we get from subs here on Twitch is by interacting with you guys, and thank you guys so much for subbing when you do. It basically goes back into making sure that we can produce these as best as we possibly can. So stuff like this, stuff like backgrounds, lights that you can't see, little things like that. So yeah, rest assured that they go back into Twitch essentially. But yeah, thanks very much. Anyway, enough of that.
It's a sort of direct reinvestment in the platform, isn't it? Basically for us.
Exactly that. Radical Ferret here's hoping for 3 for 3 in the giveaways. Best of luck for later. We will absolutely be doing some giveaways later on, but it's not really the main event. We are here to talk about a certain Morvenn Vahl, as you would have seen in the videos.
Yeah, and in the title as well. I mean, you keep giving it away. Like the one live stream that I piloted, I very purposely didn't put it in the title. But,
well,
you know.
I feel like we've kind of, the cat's already out of the bag, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the battle pass is named the Morvenn Vahl one, so. Oh, the mic's leveled out.
I'm on it. Let me know if it's any better. I'm trying to make sure that the levels are all appropriate. It's a learning exercise every time, guys. Let me know if there's any issue with that at all.
Oh, Lodger's here. Wow. I was saying to Tom, you've been messaging me after every stream the last couple of times, saying, I can't make it. So I'm glad you're here. Good to see you.
Good to see you back, man. Honestly, no, it's been a while since we've had a lodger in the stream chat, so that is a welcome return. Another stream this millennium. That's right. We're back on track essentially.
Yeah.
We are back streaming, and the main event being Corpse Stork for dominating PvP matches. Just you wait, Andy. We've got some good PvP lined up later. I think it's gonna be good.
Is Morvenn Vahl going to be in the shop tomorrow? Is when she comes out?
Yes, tomorrow is the day. Enough beating around the bush. Let's get this wonderful splashy asset up on screen and start talking about Morvenn Vahl. So we obviously knew that Morvenn Vahl was going to be a likely candidate with the Sororitas Codex coming out. And she looks awesome in her new card frame, by the way. And you can see a few faces, or rather non-faces in the case of the Castigator, around her side as well, which will absolutely be coming. But yeah, Harry, I wanted to just ask you first of all, when you've kind of first sat down to think about Sororitas and Morvenn Vahl as the next Supreme Commander, what was the thought process like? Where did you start?
Yeah, well, it's a similar process that we've had for any of the kind of upgrading of existing warlords into Supreme Commanders, which is basically just start by looking at what we've already got. And so for a lot of them, they follow a similar sort of pattern in their kind of their build, the weighting of their stats, and often their traits, but not always. And then for the special rule, we want something that sometimes feels similar. So for players who particularly like playing a warlord, they can continue to feel roughly the same kind of way when playing that warlord, but at the same time that it's very distinct and different. So, you know, we've seen with Gazgol is very much a momentum deck, and while it doesn't buff himself, there's very much that kind of, you want to get that same feel of a momentum build. And particularly for Abaddon, when he came out, there's very much that mirroring of Abaddon can lead from the front. When he's out, then you get the maximum bonus from your rules, because he can't get damage and stuff like that, so you get a bit more of a hero build. And for Vahl, we've got a similar feel in some respects, because there is a a defensive element to this rule. But in this case, we've really leaned very heavily into the Sororitas theme of the miracles of faith, and for the tabletop, the miracle dice. So for those of you who pay attention to everything that we put out, there was a couple of blogs that went out in quick succession, one of which sort of mentioned battle tokens as a mechanic. And so this is the sort of debut of a new rule mechanic type that we're introducing. And effectively how it works is throughout the battle, you can have certain trigger points that will give you a token, and then the amount of tokens you have cause a sort of a stacking percentage chance for a big event or effect to happen. We can go through the specifics of Vahls in a second, and it'll be a little bit more apparent then, I reckon.
Yeah, no spoilers.
I've seen lots of smiling at the reading going on as well.
Yeah, these guys are just sort of slagging me off a little bit. That's all right.
Oh, right, yeah, nice.
It comes with the territory. Yeah, I did actually shave my beard off. It's so that I could do my Tyranid impersonation again. You know, we'll get the biomass. The beard was getting in the way. But yeah, before we jump into the specific Morvenn Vahl rule, talk to me a bit about battle tokens, some more about, you know, is this something we're likely to see elsewhere as well, or is this a sign of new things to come? What's the situation there?
Yeah, so I've tried to give the best sort of like overview without diving into the specifics of Vahl's rule, where it'll become a lot more apparent with what I mean. But as a general system, it's something that could be applied to any warlord rule going forwards. And it can also be, what I think I'm most interested about is into modifiers to make it really, really interesting. So with these kind of stacking cumulative chances of events happening, you could see for a Psycho Warlord, for example, be a very good way of sort of like channeling the war, perfecting it, and using it to make various things happen. Or for a modifier, we could well do some kind of apocalypse event on a planet that's been hit by Exterminatus, and each turn there's an increasing chance of something going wrong. Or if you wanted to do Horde mode, then, you know, every time a card is played down, there's a chance for a new card to add it to the deck or something like that. It's just that kind of increasing chance of variance going on. And it can be, you know, very thematic, particularly given that it's based on a dice game. So it's nice to have a mechanic which can very directly say, I can influence a kind of escalating chance of things happening. But also from a lore and standpoint, there's a lot of unpredictable nature of just like the lore and the settings, the place people fight, the abilities that they have. So yeah, it's just a cool way to be able to feed in a controlled way, a more sort of random chance, a sort of a controlled chance event, basically, rather than just going, yeah, it's pure random that the player has no influence or predictability on. There is a way now for players to manipulate a chance mechanic in a way that is both visible and can be played into, rather than just saying, I don't know, I roll the dice, does it happen? Like Ammerman's rule at the moment, you don't know if it's going to hit you or the opponent, or for the high or the low, it just does it. But in this, there's an active sort of form of influencing it, playing into it and stuff like that, as we'll see with Vahl.
Yeah, so just listening to you talk there, I mean, this is a milestone that is more than just a warlord rule, in a sense, then.
It is, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And I really like the emphasis on the similarities to tabletop, I think. And that really shines through with Morvenn Vahl's specific rule. So I'm going to jump quickly onto that. I'm trying as hard as I can not to laugh at chat, but they're making it really difficult. But let's jump straight onto Morvenn Vahl's rule here. So it's quite lengthy by nature of there's a lot of things that can happen. But there it is up on screen. So why don't you take us through it?
There's a lot going on, but at the same time, if you break it into bullet points, it's incredibly simple. So reading it out, when any card is destroyed, you gain a faith token. When a card attacks, there is a 10% chance per faith token to trigger a miracle. If a miracle occurs on a friendly attack, damage is increased by 75%. For an enemy card, the damage is reduced by 75%. Each miracle removes a faith token. You start with 2, and you gain 2 more when Vahl is deployed. So, in basic terms, every faith token that you hold, you have a 10% stacking chance of triggering the miracle. The miracle either increases your attack by 75 or decreases the enemy's by 75. And you get a faith token every time any card, so yours or an opponent's, and you get 2 bonus ones when Vahl is deployed. But if you read those as bullet points instead, so when a card is destroyed, gain a faith token. Okay? When a card attacks, there is a chance to trigger a miracle, 10% per faith token. Cool. When the miracle occurs, plus 75 or minus 75 if it's yours or theirs. Each time a miracle happens, it costs a token. Start with 2, you get 2 more when Vahl deploys. Sounds lengthy, but once you understand it, it's very simple. I just need to get it all laid out there so people do understand it, if that makes sense.
Great question.
So 2 tokens is 20%, yeah. Stacking.
And so 3 tokens is 30, 4 tokens is 40%. If you can manage to get to 10 tokens, you are essentially guaranteed a miracle.
Yeah, I've tried lots of ways to shorten this. It would be a miracle to shorten that. Yes, I know, but the further you shorten it, the less information you get. And
did you have any faith
then
tokens
it just turns
when you tried to
into
shorten it? Maybe you needed to stack a few up, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we played with the idea of doing just a bullet point list to make it look easier to read, and then we're like, we can't do that. Can't do that. Can't put bullet points in there.
It's definitely true that it plays as you expect it would, especially if you've ever encountered a deck of Sororitas on the tabletop. It's definitely going to feel very familiar to you. And that's something which we always try and manifest and achieve with any of our warlords, any of our cards, is that we want them to be a parallel to the tabletop, right? And, you know, me kind of coming in it from the outside on this case, I think we've absolutely nailed it with this. I think it's really, really cool. So I'd like us to jump into the kind of decks that you might think about building with this kind of rule.
Yeah.
And I know that you've already built 3 decks specifically around this version of Vahl, and I've got them up on the screen, so I thought we might take us through them, and you can kind of talk through your thought process behind each of these decks and kind of what you were thinking about as you were composing them. So let me just jump across just really quickly. I'm going to get the...
well, whilst you're doing, there's a question there, which is tokens going to be spread across different cards and factions, or is it just going to be Morvenn Vahl? So to begin with, it's just going to be Morvenn Vahl. The difficulty is going to be converting it into a trait mechanic. That's where it gets a little bit wonky, because it's a particular card holding a certain amount of tokens. How do you make that legible? Whereas if it's a modifier or warlord rule, it's much more easy to sort of manage 2 inventories, yours or your opponent's, rather than 1 for each and every single card. So we'll, for now, until we can streamline it, will be warlord rules or modifiers, and it will just be Morvenn Vahl for the moment who has that.
Alright, I'm just going to tweak that a bit, and then I'll bring us into this very first deck. So this is definitely a ranged heavy deck.
Yep.
Can you talk us through what you're thinking with this one?
Yeah, so I've got 3 different decks, 1 for each attack type here, and these are all the 200-point ones. And this is ranged heavy and quite a budget deck, so it's got mostly common cards, rare cards, and an epic is the highest rarity card there. The reason why I've done this is obviously you've got the 2 Endless cards. Endless makes sense because they get to generate 2 tokens for an Endless card. But for all of the other cards who aren't Endless, they are mono-attacking range cards. So that might seem strange, but the benefit of that is it means that you're much less likely to be triggering miracles when you don't want them to happen. So you will be triggering miracles when your opponent attacks, so you can get the defensive boost. But when you're attacking, or you're attacking back into their weaker... So they're going to choose melee against the ranged deck normally. If you don't have melee, there's no chance of your, what would be a very small melee attack, being boosted. It's only your very powerful ranged attack that will ever get boosted by attack damage. So it's trying to lean into what I was talking about, manipulating the odds, is you lean into, okay, I'm probably going to trigger less miracles, but when I do, they're going to be more impactful. So one way to do it is like this, trying to focus down on mono attacks as a particular build. And I could have gone full mono, but it would be silly not to throw in the Endless there to get bonus tokens.
Yeah, but I think the endless for double tokens from the any card death is a huge one, right? You know, that's twice as many miracles potentially. We did get a few questions while we were going through them, so I thought we'll stop here and try and answer a few of them.
First Servants Warlords that gets a benefit for killing enemies. Yes.
I believe it is, but I think that's wildly appropriate for Morvenn Vahl. As you know, the character in the lore certainly really does lead from the front. Morvenn Vahl does not sit back idly. You know, she's a High Lord of Terror. She could just be a bureaucrat, but she does not choose to sit back idly.
she's got her Paragon Warsuit to test out. Yeah, absolutely. But we've also got, you know, it's any card dies, it's your friendly cards as well. We still get that Servants of the Emperor feel. It's good to have your cards die. Always a benefit.
Yep. We've got a question from Mitty May. Tokens going to be spread on more cards and factions, or is it going to be something just to link with sisters at the moment?
I did cover that whilst you were getting the decks ready.
Apologies, I was completely distracted in my own world.
No, it was all good. I basically said yes, it will be with just sisters at the moment, but it will be coming out to other warlords and modifiers when appropriate.
Yeah. Questions on whether things count as attacks. So I know that Precision Shot, Furious Charge, those on-deploy attacks, they are attacks for sure. What about Sonic Blast?
Sonic Blast does count as an attack, yes. Because otherwise it would go through shields otherwise, but it pings shields. So the easy way to think about it, if you're not sure about any trait or interaction, whether it's an attack or not, if it deals damage and it's prevented by a shield, it is an attack. If it deals damage and it goes through a shield, it's just pure damage, it's not an attack, because shields prevent attacks. So I won't list through all of them, but if you're not sure and you just want to mentally check it, then does it bounce off a shield, yes or no? If yes, it's an attack. If no, it's not an attack.
Easy way of thinking about it. Nice one. Let's jump on to deck number 2, shall we? This is another deck built specifically for the Supreme Commander, Morvenn Vahl, and we've got a pretty psychic focus on this one.
Yeah, so each one of these follows a kind of one of the 3 attack types, so the last one will be a melee deck. And yes, there's your Sonic Blast as well. And this one, even more so than the ranged only, builds into the mono attack kind of thing, because not only do how many of these? 3 of them have psychic only. No, 2 of them. No, the two Sonic Blast, the Navigator, and the Calexis. But they but because psychic is so rare, you're almost guaranteed that this card will only attack when you want it to. And yes, it will affect all 3 enemy cards. Yes, because it's the attack amount. It's not variable. So Sonic Blast does X amount of damage, but it's 75% of the damage that it would be doing. It's not call again. Don't worry. So if it was going to do 13, because that was 30. Okay, put myself into a trap here. If it was 100 damage, it would normally do 30
minimum,
at 30%. At 75%, it's going to be doing 47, 48, something like that. I don't know, 50-ish attack. It's not going to be then going all the way up to 75 damage. So it's buffing the intended attack amount, not the...
You could say if an attack would deal 100, it will deal 175. Wouldn't that be an easier number to start from?
Yeah, but then the starting attack would have had to have been...
Yeah, but that's not important for the purpose
333.
But
yeah.
It's a thought experiment.
Yeah. If it was 10, it goes up to 18. There you go. Go from that. But yes. And only 1 faith token is used. Yeah, only 1 faith token is used. But you need to have a card die to get it. And that's only... So you start with 2. That's only 20% chance per attack. And so while that is relatively likely in a sort of abstract sense, in the fact that in an attack sequence where every card is attacking each other, you roll 6 times to try and get that 1 in 5 chance, so you're probably going to hit it. If you think about, well, actually I'm talking about Sonic Blast, that means that at that particular moment, I only have a 1 in 5 chance of that exact attack happening. So, yeah. if you got all the way up to 70% chance, so you had a load of cards dies and it hadn't triggered yet, then yes, you're very likely for the Sonic Blast to get it. But at that point, you've missed a load of opportunities when it could have triggered. So yes, there is a very easy way to keep track of your token count on screen. So it was previewed in the video we saw, but probably went by quite quickly. We are going to be doing some battles with her shortly. So you'll be able to see we've got a UI overhaul as well that will show very clearly how it works for her, but also shows that it can be translated into lots of other different rules very easily as well, and take up the same space as it does currently.
Question there on probabilities for a Sonic Blast. What with it hitting 3 cards, but only doing 1 attack?
Oh, it's 1 attack. Yeah. So it's 1 attack that hits 3 people, because the attacks are the same. Again, easy way to think about it. The attacks are the same. Actually, no, I think that still applies for Death Blow and yeah, of course it does. It applies the same for Death Blow and Barrage, because if you put Fear on the card that's doing Sonic Blast or Barrage or Death Blow, it affects all of the splash. So yeah, it's the same for all of them. Yeah, making me question myself, but no, it will apply just to the base attack amount. Yeah.
So jumping quickly into the third deck here, the only one left was going to have to be melee, and lo and behold, we have some melee emphasis on these guys.
Yeah, and this one is a little bit different in the sense that we've got the emphasis on high value cards, which is the other way to go. So you're going to generating less tokens with this one, but you still got obviously Celestine, and the fact that Celestine synergizes so well with the new Morvenn Vahl is brilliant. And because Morvenn Vahl is a bit cheaper for a Supreme Commander as well, it's nice to be able to say, hey, look, I can put in 45 cost Legendary into there and it still works. But it also means that when the miracles do happen, they're going to happen on a much more important target. So they're either going to be protecting a much more important target. So in this case, you'd probably aim to be having 2, if possible, of your better cards out at any one time. And also you can guarantee that their attack damage that gets buffed is going to be much higher as well, because they're going to have much better attacks. So you're much less likely, particularly these are melee focused, but they've got decent ranged attacks, much less likely to be wasting, let's say, if Minced, for example, did survive and then got the miracle off on her ranged attack, you're getting 75% of 12. It's not very impressive, but you're much more likely now to be hitting it on Strachan. He's going to be buffing with the Berserk, and you've got Inspiring Presence, and you've got Big Game Hunter. All of these are going to be much more impactful. So I'm prepared to take a few less tokens to control the power better, basically guarantee that when it does affect, it affects a meaningful card. And that's what I kind of mean about the whole point about where we're going to be going with battle tokens as this kind of controllable chance mechanic. You can see, with all 3 of these decks, I've purposely made them in a way that manipulates or favors the odds, because we've got card deaths and we've got attacks, but it's attacks from both players. So got to rethink about, okay, which targets do I want to be protected and which targets do I want to be dealing bonus damage, and how do I play into that? So yeah.
Guarantee the special rule will only proc on lowest costing cards? Yep, that would be known as Sod's Law, I think.
Yeah. Well, the Emperor particularly values the little guys, apparently. That's how it works. And the question there from Bo, if the card has 1 HP left, will the token trigger even if it won't protect the card? Yes. Yep. And that's also the way of miracles is it could well be that bullet was aiming for the guardsman head, Emperor moves it to a side but just goes through his heart instead. Miracle still happens.
No, it's just death,
yeah. But yes, it reduces the attack amount. It doesn't guarantee any protection on the other end of it. So yeah, that's a very good point, actually. If I put Maximilian in there, the Emperor's not going to let him die, so everyone else is going to die, and Maximilian will get protection every single time.
He is the goodest boy. It's certified. It's a fact. It's a canon event. He is a good boy. A very good boy. It's my favourite little Easter egg in there. Maximilian Supreme Commander, when? Yeah, when, guys, come on.
I mean, there must be an Imperial Agents Codex at some point, so you never know. We could get him as Supreme Commander and Agents.
You never know. Yeah. I'd say it's a little bit of a reach, I think.
I mean, it's the best chance anyone's going to get.
Alright, so should we do some PvP then with Morvenn Vahl? We'll show off the VFX, we'll show off what the token visualizations look like. So I think I'd better pilot Morvenn Vahl first of all, just so that we get kind of the perspective of playing with the tokens, and then I'll let you pilot over the second game and we can see what it's like to play against them as well. So I have got a very, very thematic sisters-based deck here. As I am wont to do. I love the theming. We're going in the clan, by the way, for 200
in
points.
The clan, yeah. Okay.
You just let me know when you're ready, and we'll queue up, and then I'll get it on screen.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
There we go.
Oh, you've sent one out as well.
I have, yeah.
Well, I'll accept yours then.
As
so
you should.
I sent out an invite as well. Do I have to cancel mine? Cancel, accept. Come on. I think I've confused. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. We're in.
We are in. There we go. Ooh, and we've got Abaddon. All right. All right. This is a real showdown.
Yeah, I thought I'd throw out the last Supreme Commander, see how it goes.
So the astute among you will notice that there is a new little piece of UI, and it is right down here next to Morvenn Vahl. Clicking on it will actually give you a detailed breakdown of exactly what each token is going to do. It will show you the number of tokens that you've got and the trigger chance that you've currently got. Codex, a wizard is never late, mate. Thank you for the sub.
Thank you for the sub.
But yeah, that's a super, super easy reminder. The 20% is always going to be visible there. But then, yeah, clicking on it, you get the full breakdown of the maximum. What more do you need? Of course, you've got the full rule text here, but this little bit of UI is probably going to be, what, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be using, right? Straight to the point.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, once you know the rule, the 20% should be all you need. But it's good to be able to have that reference back to it easily as well. So yeah, we've tried to make it as easy as possible, and the ideal case is going to be, yes, it's a bit lengthy, but it just gets all the information across, and then once you know what the rule is, all you now need to do is glance at that percent, and you're golden.
Yeah, the WCC dev overlay in the corner is it's also a new piece of UI coming. It's not. Well, you can never predict what your opponent's going to be, but I was really hoping you wouldn't have a melee heavy deck.
Yeah, well, you know. And there we go. There's the first token going.
Oh my god, I'm using all my tokens on my taunt. Ah, there you get the negative side of RNG.
I mean, to be fair, like, that was just absolutely no damage to me. So.
It's true, it was. I'd expected her to die on the first turn, right? And she did very well.
Yeah, actually, this is a very interesting matchup that I hadn't considered, but obviously both of us are powered with death here. So you want your cards to die, and I want to kill your cards. I
need to do some damage to you, and I feel like I might just do this.
Throw in the Triumph, just get it in the way.
Well, there's no good choices for me here.
I mean, you can ready, and then you're going to be boosting your attack amount, which means that if you do get a miracle when attacking, it'll be higher.
It's true. I mean, I have to hope that you just don't... I have to hope for some miracles here. Defending, I think.
So it doesn't look like I'm going to wipe everything.
Don't worry, Grayson. I'm trying.
Oh, that's smashed through. And there we go. There's the miracle.
There's a miracle.
Saving.
Yeah. Keep the card alive. Should we do it?
We're gonna do a hero duel already.
Let's do a hero duel. Let's have it. Because she does give me extra tokens, so now I have a 50% chance of a token.
Yeah.
Oh, but Triumph might get it.
50-50,
It's
mate.
50-50.
Yeah.
It's 50-50.
It's just
Yes!
you didn't get it. There's 60%.
Yes!
Woo! Woo!
Oh, huge.
Chill out.
Huge.
Chill out. Whoa.
The Emperor
No need
protects. The Emperor protects. Yes.
No need for that. Right, well.
I'll take that all day. I mean, I am low on health.
Dark gods have got their own things going on here. Ooh.
Just you wait. Just you wait. I love the survivability
I reckon I can tank
of
that.
these.
I reckon I can tank that.
These weaker cards. The survivability is insane. Look at that.
Oh, the beating Vahl. No, not okay.
I think the must play here is actually a ready. I maybe got a bit excited with putting Vahl out early, but I just couldn't resist with Abaddon out there as well.
I can only do 109 with Abaddon at the moment. And you do 73 back, but my range is going to be enough to close your flanks, so you'd have to get a miracle to finish me, which is fitting. So let's see how that does. I will let the Emperor decide. So I think with a miracle you can close this.
What if I have a taunt card?
Valid, yeah.
Unfortunately, my other card is a target acquired.
That's not going to help you, no.
It really isn't. I think we'll target Mr. Vahl anyway.
Not Fabulous Bill.
Fabulous Bill's got to go, sadly. And here you go. Have a flank.
No! No!
Victory!
Oh, man.
I'll take it. I'll take it. That was a good little game.
Yeah, and I think that's quite a good showcase of where it is quite clutch in that kind of Warlords showdown kind of situation where it's never a dead cert.
Rigged!
I mean, yeah, calling it luck is fair. I mean, it is
Pigs are flying. Yeah, God, keep it up, guys. Yeah, keep it going. Oh man. All right. Shall you have a go out with Vahl now? I'll bring one of the other requested warlords. Who we got? Screenshot. It didn't happen. Honestly, it makes me laugh.
What? Well,
yeah,
I'll go
I felt that it comboed really nicely with Taunt there. You know, even small fry cards without Taunt, man, the staying power was absolutely insane. That was brilliant. Yeah, sorry, did I win the mug now? Are you going to send that over?
No, I think you have to beat me in more matches. Ooh. So you've got your work cut out for me. Cut out for you to get through.
Just get ready, shall I? I'm thirsty.
I mean,
you know?
I'm gonna same amount of casual. I don't feel like I need to warm up, and the fact that you need to stretch and click your fingers just speaks volumes, I reckon.
Oh yeah. Twinkle Feet, first time watching. Hey man, welcome in. Great to have you here.
First time chat. Appreciate it. Good to see you. All right. Got a Gaz deck. Now this should be interesting as well. So I think I might have been gamed a bit here because obviously Gaz's rule does true damage, doesn't do attack damage. So there's a little bit of something going on here. He really wants that mug.
Look, I said it. I'm thirsty. Yeah, unfortunately, Gaz can't stop Vahl's offensive miracles, and
no,
they're still going to do some damage.
Not.
And I do have some weaker cards that like to die, and so they are more triggers as well in terms of generating tokens. So jury's out on exactly how this one is going to go, but yes, you guys are right in that Gaz is a slightly favourable matchup potentially against one part of the rule. Anyway.
Getting a bonus token there. I mean, I might get bulk wiped, to be fair, looking at this setup. Very poorly done by me. Could get a single miracle.
Maybe it is rigged. Maybe this is
But we've got a lot of incoming damage in a second, so see how we do. Bringing out the big guns.
Those are some big guns.
Oh, first miracle. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
one
that's
hit.
a helpful miracle.
Headshot.
Yeah.
Headshot.
That is good.
Which then opens up the barrage.
Big barrage there. Whoa.
Miracle
so the
protection
Emperor's doing
there,
pretty good for you right now.
which opens up the big game hunter. Miracle to protect. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Absolutely savage. Yeah.
I fluffed it on the deployment there. Nah. Big brain.
It's like a bus, yeah. That's a new one.
I mean, to be fair, you know, I wouldn't necessarily call the Paragon Warsuit a bus, but then again, I would not call it a bus, so...
Yeah, but it's only got one passenger. I
mean,
guess
yeah.
maybe she's got some servo skulls and a cherub or two. You never know. It's.
I mean, technically, a private jet is a bus of some kind. It's an Airbus.
I think you
Although
may,
an Airbus
you
is
may
a
have
type
a
of
very
airplane.
broad definition of bus.
Yeah, form of transportation. Like a bicycle.
Form of transportation. All right, let's have it. This is going to be a warlord duel. I can feel it. See, because of miracles, I actually think.
Oh yeah, the chat probably can't see my miracle chance.
Oh, can they not? Oh no.
Yeah, because it's a bit up.
Oh, let me really quickly fix that. Yeah, sorry guys, I did not account for that. How about now?
Slowly, a little bit more, There we go.
And then wait for it. Let me fix these.
So in this case here, I'm going to be praying for the miracles.
There we go.
To get the big game hunter boost as well onto Gaz. Are we going to get it? Get an extra token. Oh, there it is.
Oh no.
207.
No way.
207 through fear. Absolutely.
And
what we're about.
Okay, we've got you down to one card at least.
I mean, I'm now 3 versus 1. Yeah, I know. So it's not. I'm up to 90% though. So good luck. Good luck taking her down at the moment. Because they're all going on her now. Every miracle is going to be affecting her. Oh. Wow. A bold strategy. Cowardly strategy from the greatest orc.
Says the guy who does the same thing.
It's 3v1. I think I'm allowed.
You say I'm winning, but he's got
You're
a
not
decent
ready
amount
again,
of boost, which is scaring me, and I can't one-shot him, and he's got a lot of miracles saved up, so I really don't want to attack him, because...
You're gonna ready again, aren't you?
I think I need to.
Like a coward.
I think I have to, because if I don't, then you're more than likely going to miracle all of my attacks against you, and potentially miracle back.
Did you just say more? Did you just say more than likely? That is a shameful display. I'm not
no, but
that.
I wish I did. See, lurking, I'm thinking about choosing range to burn miracles, but then what if he miracles his attack, his retaliation attack? I've only got 238 HP, and then he's got a decent amount of melee boost as well, which he could just miracle with again.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ready as well. There isn't a good situation for me.
Yeah, see, I'm not doing enough
damage. If you're saving to the one-hit KO though, it's not gonna work.
But I can't.
Because you're gonna have to save to have like a double one-hit KO to overcompensate.
Alright, I'm gonna do the orky thing and go for it, so to speak.
So that's 2 in a row.
And yeah, exactly what
and I get
happened just happened.
Yeah, there we go. Boom. That's wrong. No! No! What? The Emperor deserted me! 60% chance!
I'm back!
60% chance! God damn. Emperor, damn it. Miracle!
Yes!
No! Oh. Oh.
Oh, what a moment! What a moment!
Drama.
The crowd goes wild. Oh.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Blood Bowl recently, and this feels like I've rolled two double skulls in a row. This is ridiculous. Yeah. A third miracle trigger, I would have won that. Yeah.
Yep. And that was one miracle away from victory for you.
I think what I will say is that there is definitely a lot of if you're going to be playing Morvenn Vahl a lot, you have to be prepared to be rolling the dice a lot. And if you love that kind of play style, that's great. And it's a much more controlled rolling the dice style than someone like Araman.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, they're going to be ups and downs. Like, it's very powerful when it works, but also, like, I don't know how you'd be comfortable you'd be laddering this, because you might lose some that you feel like you shouldn't, but you'll also win some that you feel like you shouldn't as well. So, you know. But it's in a good spot at 84 points as well that you can play around with those builds. Should we do some PvP as well?
I thought that's what we were doing.
400s. Yeah. Sorry, at 400s and then Apocalypse.
400 points.
My mind is reeling from the possibility that I've lost 2 in a row. Yeah, it was PvP. No. This was all pre-recorded and I'm just acting it. You know, we've got to give Tom the wins. Got to give Tom the wins somehow.
Right, would you like to be Morvenn Vahl again? I can be Morvenn Vahl again.
Well, you can be Morvenn Vahl again, because I did promise to bring out the Corpse Lord in the Discord. So I do have a Corpse Lord deck.
Okay, I have not built an optimal deck here, by the way. Again, I am building on theme with my Morvenn Vahl deck, so I'm 100% Sororitas, which is, yeah, I can't help it. I'm such a lore fanboy. I love it so much. I like seeing all my deck look nice and cohesive. I have put some thought into it.
Well, that's something at least.
We're all pre-recorded. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, I don't think the Vahl needs to get nerfed. As Jinx has pointed out there, she's got a very, very low play rate, so it tends to be the people who are playing Vahl have a lot of experience and like specialized builds with her. It's not something that is every single player has this, plays this, and wins. Vahl's always been like powerful, and we're talking about the standard bodyguard, not Supreme Commander here. But at no point has she ever been like a dominant player. Always been difficult to play with and difficult to beat, but yeah, nowhere near close to dominating anything and being concerning. It's 400 points, got to bring the big guns out. Saw your face there.
It's a very, very big gun, you know?
Oh yeah.
Lodger, just you wait, number 3's coming up.
I probably won't have time to. If you win this third one, we probably won't have time for me to call it.
No. This is the final game in the best of 3, and then we'll do a couple giveaways, and then we're going to be out of time. Oh no.
What about best of 5?
Best of 7? All right. Well, we got to start putting in the work. Let's break out the new Castigator, shall we?
Yeah. So yeah, let's have a look at that. I mean, that is slightly skewed stats because it's got Inspiring Presence on it, and now it's got Fear on it. But see that it's got a decent chunk of health, nearly 300, and how much? 50 points. So it's a big beefy tank with a big gun, big game hunter. And I don't think we've got many sort of tank common big game hunters for Servants of the Emperor, so it's good to have that in the roster now.
Outrageous HP levels. I'm only just edging you here on the barrage, so it's worth it. Oh, and that is a 10% miracle. Look at that. I'll take it.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
This is an absolutely savage apocalypse
Ooh,
corpse sword deck, though.
139 damage out of an attack from Celestine's.
The Emperor is protecting.
Yeah.
Codex, you're absolutely right. I have technically already won the best of 3. I'm so glad you
pointed
that out. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't know if you do really want this. I mean, I'm kind of attached to it. It's useful because it's anything that has enough to keep me going throughout the whole stream.
So tempting to range for the barrage, but it's not worth it.
Oh yes, we've got the Mortifier as well.
This is a brand new card, yep.
No, it's a Furious Charge Penitent engine, basically. Mortifier, and it's got a not bad range attack on it as well. Cool. A little cheeky free miracle. Well, I'll take a little cheeky free healing.
Cheeky indeed, very cheeky. Is that like a Sororitas Dreadnought? I mean, I guess you could think of it that way, only I feel like in Dreadnoughts you're usually volunteering.
Well, no, Dreadnoughts are more like you're too valuable to let die, and you're going to die if we don't put you in a tin can.
But it's a bit of a glorious thing, you know? It's like it's a sign of honor. You've done well, you've lived a good life, therefore you get
whereas
to
the Penitent engine and the Mortifier is you are eternal scumbag who will never be redeemed in the Emperor's eyes unless we put you into this pain machine that makes you so full of pain that you go out there flailing all limbs until you die a horrible death and thereby redeem yourself in the Emperor's eyes. So yeah, a little bit of difference of tone there, yeah.
I realise now, piloting this deck for the first time, that it has way too much Inspiring Presence, but, you know, hindsight is 20/20.
Never have too much Inspiring Presence, particularly when you've got miracles to boost. Alright, what are we bringing out next?
Yeah, Christ, you're so right. The Imperium are the good guys, yeah. We do this to our prisoners.
I mean, when was that ever a thing?
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates left open and unguarded. I'm never gonna kill these things, man. It's just
that was kind of the plan.
The plan, yeah.
Mate, you're gonna need a miracle. I mean, you got 2 more bodyguards and Vahl, so you're gonna get two free tokens. Dude, okay, I've just looked over at the stream. You've got a handful of Inspiring Presence. Okay, you have brought too much Inspiring Presence. What are you doing, man?
Yeah. I was building a Sororitas deck and not thinking too hard about it.
To be fair,
on the wrong card there.
It does look like Tesseract Vault is on its last legs.
Finally, yeah.
So I'm gonna have to ready.
I feel the power of the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
Oh, sensible thing, mate. Very sensible thing to do. Oh no, 24 HP left. Is that how much I got from readying? Pew pew.
Insufferable. That's what you are.
Well, I've already lost the best of 3 apparently. So you know, what have I got to lose? What does Morvenn Vahl's ability do? From Carlonos? Yeah, I'll go for Carlonos.
So miracles are rampant. The miracles are rampant.
Every
single one gets a miracle.
Woo,
and he survives the clapback. Oh, hey, it's back on. It's back on.
Or so you think. So every time a card dies, you get a miracle token. Every time, when the game starts, you start with 2. When Morvenn Vahl deploys, you get 2 extra ones. And then whenever a card makes an attack, it is got a 10% per token chance triggering a miracle. A miracle boosts your attacks by 75 or reduces the enemy by 75%. And that's it.
I don't know why I'm readying against the Corpse Sword. It's a sign of desperation, really.
It really is.
Rogaldorn, I'm glad you appreciate that, and thanks for the first time chat, man.
It's a good pain. Yeah, that's an excellent.
I could keep going all day, but I just feel like, you know, this is a combat card stream, technically.
Any plans to release Angron? So classic question. We get them every single time for various warlords.
I'm embracing it.
For the Supreme Commanders, anything like that you're looking for. Ooh, hello. You got 10% chance. Bit of a roll.
Far in the mouth moment there.
Kind of want to redeem myself. Can I play one game at 400 quickly? I know we've got to do giveaways, but can we please just to see if?
Whoa! Only if you formally agree on stream that this does not contribute towards the best of 3.
I mean, no, it wouldn't contribute to the best of 3 because it would be more than 3 matches.
We can have you with Morvenn Vahl at 400. That's no problem.
Yeah. Go on.
One more, and then we've got to quickly blitz through the giveaways.
Yeah, we've got to get some stuff away.
All right, who shall I bring?
Oh, it's a really sweaty deck. Who built that deck? It's been me.
You built that deck.
I must have done. Gross.
Battle tokens, were they discussed? They were discussed, but I'll tell you what, because we've had the question a few times, I'm going to bring up the slide again, just so that we can, people can kind of have that as reference while we're building our decks and stuff. But yeah, the full rule is there. It is simpler than it appears when you read that whole big long blurb. But essentially, every time any card dies, you get a stacking 10% chance of a miracle happening on an attack. And if the attack is something against your card, it's a damage reduction. If it's something against an enemy card, it's a damage increase. And that would just be happening continuously throughout the game, basically.
And yes, with the battle tokens in general, this is the first case of using battle tokens, but we're planning on applying it to other warlords in futures that would suit a random chance mechanic. So a powerful cycle would be a great example. That's not a teaser, that's just a good example. And then it also worked for modifiers as well, so it wouldn't just necessarily be tied to warlords, we can tie it to the games in general. And for the questions, I got halfway through answering about Angron. Basically, if you're looking for a particular card, or particular warlords to come out, or a particular key character, wait for the codex. We'll drop them with the codex, 100%.
D1, we're going to have a giveaway right after this game. We're going to do a couple
imminently.
Of giveaways.
Yeah.
You be quiet, Andy. All right.
I mean, Magnus will be dropping as soon as Thousand Suns happens. It is inevitable, but I genuinely have no idea when that is. Oh, okay, Silent King, interesting. Gonna try and go for the double Necron slapdown there.
Well, I'm actually only following the poll on the Discord when people voted for what warlords they'd like to see in PvP. Silent King was one of the winners.
Yeah, that's fair.
So here we go.
That's fair.
Oh, coming in with the Colossi.
Just
boom.
Not even pulling the punches or pretending, trying to play around with this. Just there we go, slap, bang, go for it. Oh no, not a fear card.
Yeah, yes, fear card. We like fear. Fear is good. Do you want to guess what other card I've got?
I mean, I can normally see your hands. If I play this card, I can guess. I mean, it's probably going to be the last Satan shard, isn't it? Oh, you don't have it in your hand. Disappointing.
I don't really appreciate you reading my hand.
I mean, I've already played my cards. I mean, I'm trying not to, but if you said, guess what I've got, I'm going to look over, aren't I? Going for a cheeky heal.
I'm happy with the points trade. Like, yeah, you're going to hit my big guy with Big Game Hunter, but...
It's going to die immediately.
Well, I wasn't expecting that. I'll just quietly die over here.
Yeah, well, there we go. I mean, anyone was worried that...
That was a lot of damage, man. Whoa.
Yeah, that's what Big Game Hunter with Inspiring Presence does, mate. See, this is what I mean. Like, everyone's saying, you know, oh, Tom, must be a miracle. Yeah, it must have been. Like, come on.
Don't have any taunts.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, this is emotional damage. Look, okay, it's been a long day. I've been work all day. It's just too much.
Yeah, literally banished to the Shadow Realm. I mean, fitting. We've got a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh going on here. We've got the rule called a Yu-Gi-Oh rule. We've just been banished to the Shadow Realm. Oh, I got a miracle on my little Sky and Cactus.
Don't appreciate that.
Hitting with the butt of his hot shot. Oh, may as well.
It's a miracle. Yeah. Honestly, these streams are too funny. It's really hard to concentrate. Try climbing ranked when you got a whole audience commenting. It's really difficult. I just don't know how to deal with him.
I tried to go big brain play here as well, which was
this is a big brain play.
No, I was going to play the other endless cards on the right of it, so that you'd have to chew through both of the endless cards, so I'd get more chance to get defensive buff on that. But well, I suppose you're getting him out for free, getting your big taunt card out. Wasted a miracle on a guy who already died.
Well, I just needed to get some damage in Colossi. Like, there's no use trying to burn through the endless. I feel like he has to die, but jeez.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, but I have only got big cards.
Yeah, I know. This almost feels like a throw, man. Right, what have we got?
Oh, Lodger, you got me right there. Honestly, no, this deck was, I think, made to take down my deck.
What? I didn't even know what you were bringing.
No, I know. That's just the way it shakes out. It's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. That is the... This guy is the antidote to my entire deck.
60% to get a preemptive miracle with that precision shot barrage. You gonna get it? No. Boo. Boo. I feel like you're gonna try and shoot me and blow up the Regal Dawn.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna blow it up.
Miracle. No, don't save Draskaz. That's the third time the Emperor's decided to try and save Draskaz. Like, it's never going to happen.
Very well
Stop trying to make Draskaz a thing.
And yes, Codex, you're absolutely right. If I had a single target acquired card in this deck, I would be very happy. It would make life a lot easier. Sadly,
this is pretty much game over now.
Isn't it? One. Yeah.
I haven't even had to deploy Medicaid yet.
Alright. Yeah. It's alright.
Well, just because why not?
Won't give you the satisfaction of clicking the attack button.
No,
not going to give you that.
Miracle damage, boom.
All right, well, good game. Yeah.
There we go. So I won the best of 3 then, because we didn't count the first battle, right?
I'll let chat decide that.
Yeah,
all right.
360 no scoped in the first hand.
Bringing Big Game Hunter to a 400-point game. Truly visionary. Yeah. man. All right. Yeah, the one-shot no-scope on turn 1, that set the tone. That really did. All right, so...
To tie deeply suspicious, so we need Exterminatus to stream. That makes sense.
Exterminatus to stream, that's it. Bye. Bye. Yeah. No, it is giveaway time, guys. We are going to give away some copies of none other than Morvenn Vahl, the new Supreme Commander version of her.
No way.
Yes, we are. We're going to give 2 copies away, which is enough to level her up to 2 lucky winners. So I'm going to start this timer now because you guys have got 2 whole minutes to join it. I'm sure the repeat viewers know the drill by now. I will hit the button. You'll see a little message pop up in chat. It will tell you it's time to enter a giveaway, and you type !join, and you will be entered into the giveaway. So all clear. Hope everyone's on it. It's too early, guys. Too early.
guys, come on. Every time. Every time, guys. Stop it.
I have now clicked the button. Wait for the message. There it is. Go. Now go crazy. Get in there.
Oh, dear. Yeah, what did we get last time? We had exclamation Stein for a bit as well, didn't we?
We had some Steins, some mugs. Yeah, we definitely had a few of them. Yeah. I'm seeing a couple first-time chats joining this giveaway as well. It's awesome to see. This is totally free to join. Just make sure to type !join, and you never know. Hey, you might win Morvenn Vahl.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Yeah, Darth Voldemort, there is a little bit of audio lag. Like, I think you guys hear things a little bit behind what we actually say them, and sometimes there's a bit of a mix-up there. It's just to do with Twitch and streaming and how these things shake out sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's like a 1.5 second delay, because obviously I'm speaking to you, but I'm watching the stream at the same time, and I can see that it's not exactly live. Near as damn it, though.
It's close enough. All right, so we've got about 45 seconds left to join. So if you guys are still listening to this stream and you're going, giveaway, what's that? I've got to open another tab. Then tab back to it. Quickly, type join. You might win Morvenn Vahl. And these giveaways, by the way, we do them every stream. So if you give us a follow, you'll know when we stream next. And hey, you might get another chance to join a giveaway. Here you go.
I think there's a delay in hitting it, because I'm looking at it now and seeing the people hitting and join, but the people who did exclamation join originally. Is there like a delay in entering it again, guys? Do any of you know if you try and spam it, it doesn't work or something?
You can't join it twice if these people have already typed join earlier.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the only thing I know.
That's 30-second cooldown.
Time is up, guys. Time is up. So, I'm sure you guys are already in there. In fact, I can see your names in it. Right then, should we pick some winners? I believe the drum roll time is nigh to pick some winners of Morvenn Vahl. So our first winner is going to be Hydrodominatus.
That's Hydrodominatus. There we go.
I reckon the number of joins have got it influenced on that somehow.
Very nice. Congrats.
Massive congrats, man. Yep. That's 2 times Morvenn Vahl going straight to you. By the way, guys, I'll say it now. If you do win one of these giveaways, then to help us track you down even faster, sling us a message either directly on the Twitch channel or to either one of us on Discord, wherever you can find us. If you can contact us, that will just get it to you faster. But otherwise, we will absolutely track you down and message your Twitch account, that kind of stuff. Anyway, absolutely. With that kind of admin out of the way, the second winner of Morvenn Vahl is Sergeant.
Sergeant D.
Sergeant. Congratulations, man.
Congrats.
Yeah. We have
one more to go. So, who's going to be the last one?
Final winner. Dun, 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 dun. It is Miracle. Our last miracle for today. Another Blackfire Mike, who I believe has won before as well. There you go. That's what you get for viewing, guys.
So congrats to all three of you. And we were not going to stop there. We've got a little bit more to give away, haven't we?
We absolutely do. We have a couple of other giveaways to do. So those were our 3 Morvenn Vahl winners. Congratulations to all 3 of you guys. That is 2 copies of the new Supreme Commander for each of you. The next things we're going to be doing, we've got a new Adepta Sororitas themed combat patrol coming out, and we also have a Battle Force pack coming out. So we're going to give away a couple of these as well. So just 60 seconds to join these giveaways, but I'm going to start the combat patrol one now. Same drill as usual, type !join to be able to join the giveaway.
Have we got a preview of what's in those combat patrols and Battle Force boxes anyway? We might not do.
I do not in front of me, sadly, but it is what you see on the box on the GW website. So what you kind of get in that combat patrol is the kinds of units you will be receiving in that pack. And the same goes for the Battle Force as well.
Yeah, so for some of the new cards in the Battle Force box, we've got the new Canoness with Jump Pack, which is coming out new for this in the Battle Force box, and the new... I always get the Zephyrim and the Seraphim confused. I think it's a Zephyrim.
Just 15 seconds to join the giveaway, by the way, so if you haven't joined yet, !join, you've got 10 seconds.
Yeah, and I think the Castigator's in there as well.
Castigator. Honestly, D1, that Sweden mug made me giggle tremendously. Thank you for that. It really made me happy. It was a drinking vessel, to be fair. Alright, let's pick. We're giving away 2 combat patrols and 2 battle forces. So first up, the 2 combat patrols. Number 1 is going to Wariorio. I love that name. That is awesome. Congratulations.
Well done.
And our second winner is going to be Darth Voldemort. There you go. There's a combat patrol for each of you guys. Congratulations to you both. Complete there.
As ever,
and we're not
do ping us on Twitch or Discord. Make sure to get in touch, because I know some of you, but I don't know all of you, and a lot of you have very different usernames in each of the 3 different platforms, so I don't want to guess. So I will get these out to you, but reach out, make it easy.
Yeah, absolutely. Reach out to us. Just DM us on Twitch, and it'll make the whole process much, much faster. You'll get your loot even faster. We're not going to slow down. We got one more giveaway to do, and it is the Battle Force. Here we go. So this is bigger than the Combat Patrol, it's fair to say.
Yeah, it's a big one, definitely.
Alright, the giveaway has started. You guys are, you guys know the drill by now.
Try and comment something and got buried in the all of the joins.
Yeah, it's dangerous to chat during the join.
It's he basically said, with me commenting all the different usernames, it sounded like I was saying the Bilbo, I don't know half of you half as well as I should like.
Ah, yes.
Less than half of you half as well as you deserve.
Yeah.
Not quite what I said, but near enough.
No, you didn't say anything nearly as confusing as that. Right, just over 10 seconds left, guys. You still have time to join. Looking at the count, it looks like most of us are in there, though. This is the last giveaway of the day, the Battle Force pack. And there we go.
Last one. A couple of new cards in that
here we
as
go.
well.
Battle Force winners, we have got... Dun dun dun! T1, there you go. Congratulations, man. That is a decent giveaway for you.
Congrats. I think that's 2 streams in a row.
I think we've had a few repeat winners over the last few streams, actually. It goes to show, you know, if you show up for the Twitch streams, you'll win some stuff. And our second winner, power to the mug indeed. The second winner is Campbell's Mini Workshop. Hey, congratulations. That is, I think, a first win for you. So, yeah, massive congratulations, and thanks for tuning in. That is a Sororitas Battle Force for each of you guys. So, same as all the other ones, reach out to us. We will help make the process much faster and just get it to you all the easier. But yeah, there we go. I love giveaway time. What a great time of the day.
Yeah, I love the giveaway. It's always good. And yeah, I think I think most of you agree it's quite a different rule that we've got to show off here with Morvenn Vahl. She's going to feel quite different, and also quite similar in many ways. Like there's a lot of familiar mechanics going on. We just applied it in a different way. But I think, as you said, like as well as releasing a new Supreme Commander, this is really like a very important sort of debut of a new mechanic that we can just bring into all sorts of aspects of the game. And because it's something as malleable as events trigger to get a token, and then event trigger to trigger the event, and then what the event can be changed every single time. We've got 3 really different things we can pull on here, so we're going to be able to see loads of really interesting modifiers, and hopefully with a lot less sort of like development time, so we can get out, you know, more of these in a more impactful way. That should be, yeah, lots of fun. So no, really good stream, really nice Warlord to show off, lots of good games was had by all. Miracles aplenty, and maybe not quite so many miracles as some people would have liked.
This will go down in history for sure. This is going up on the wall, framing it. Yeah, that's it's done. I just want to say a shout out to everyone in chat, guys. You guys have been lovely today, as you are every single time we stream. You know, this is it's a special thing for us to be able to interact with our community so directly in this way. It's something that we really value and treasure, and yeah, just really, really happy to have you guys around. So thanks for coming, and as ever, we will be back before you know it, when you least expect it, and return.
I mean, I think they can expect it, you know, with a relative amount of precision at the moment. But no, it's, as you said, yeah, absolutely echo the same feeling. It's always great fun to do these, and you guys are always great to sort of interact with as well. So yeah, no, thanks to you.
Well, we got Morvenn Vahl to look forward to. Remember, she is coming out tomorrow. And other than that, congratulations to all the lucky winners, and thank you everyone for tuning in. And other than that, I think that's all from us. So we will see you next time. Goodbye.
See you later. Bye. Yes, you can contact us in Discord.
I'm glad I left that unmuted. See ya.